So welcome to the Conservation Authority's agenda or meeting. Kettle Creek Conservation Authority wishes to acknowledge the Treaty of the Traditional Lands originally occupied by the Indigenous First Nations people of the Anishinaabe and Arwandarok and Haudenosaunee Nations. KCCA strives to build meaningful relationships with the Indigenous communities and recognizes the importance of respecting these treaties and lands. So I'll bring this meeting to order, remind the group of disclosures of pecuniary interest, and I'll invite Dan Dale to start the elections.
You want to vacate your chair?
Sure.
Chair and that's it. My proxy. Question, can you vote by proxy?
No.
No, okay.
So I'd like to announce that the chair and vice chair positions are now vacant. There is a recommendation, I would like a recommendation that Dan Dale be appointed as interim chair for the purpose of conducting the elections, and would look for a motion in that regard right now. So I see Lori Baldwin-Sands, seconded by Sharon. So on the chair, Todd Noble. That Dan Dale act as chair.
Yes.
Todd Noble, Lori Baldwin-Sands.
Yes.
Frank Burrs.
Yes.
Jim Herbert.
Yes.
Grant Jones.
Yes.
Sharon McMillan.
Yes.
Jerry Pribble. I believe is absent. JJ Strybosh.
Yes.
Sam Trousseau.
Yes.
John Wilson.
Yes.
And that motion passes. So now turn the meeting proceedings over to Dan.
Okay, well, thank you and good morning, everyone. We're going to go through the election process, but there's a bit of a preamble that I will read first that sets out the rules and the regulation. The election of chair and vice chair for the Kettle Creek Conservation Authority for 2026 will be conducted in accordance with the Conservation Authorities Act and the Kettle Creek Conservation Authority's administrative regulations as follows. The appointment of one or more scrutineers is required for the purposes of counting ballots, should an election be required. All ballots shall be destroyed by the scrutineer afterwards. And I have a recommendation in front of me that Kevin Jackson act as a scrutineer and that the ballots be destroyed after the election. Can I have a mover and a seconder for that motion, please? Grant? And seconder? Todd?
I'll do the roll call, Mr. Chair.
Okay.
Todd Noble.
Yeah.
Lori Baldwin-Sands.
Yes.
Frank Burrs.
Yes.
Jim Herbert.
Yes.
Grant Jones.
Yes.
Sharon McMillan.
Yes.
JJ Strybosh.
Yes.
Sam Trousseau.
Yes.
John Wilson.
Yes.
And that motion passes.
Thank you. In terms of the election procedures, the elections will be conducted in the following order. Number one will be the election of the chair, who shall be a member of the authority, followed by the election of the vice chair, who shall also be a member of the authority. I will ask for nominations to each position. And in that regard, only current members of the authority who are present may vote. A chair and vice chair can hold office for one term and shall serve no more than 2 terms in accordance with Section 17 of the Conservation Authority Act. Todd Noble, chair, and Sharon McMillan, vice chair, have each served 1 term in their respective positions and therefore are eligible to serve for an additional term in those positions if so elected. Nominations shall be called 3 times and will only require a mover. The closing of a nomination shall require both a mover and a seconder, and each member nominated shall be asked to accept the nomination. The member must be present to do so, and unless the member has advised the Secretary Treasurer in writing or by email in advance of the election of their willingness to accept that nomination. If there is only one nominee, the individual shall be declared into that position by acclamation. If there is more than one nominee, an election will occur. Each nominee shall be permitted not more than 3 minutes to speak for the office in order of alphabetical listing by surname. Upon the acceptance of nominees to stand for election to the position of office, ballots will be presented to the members by the scrutineer for the purposes of the election. With respect to the procedure, the scrutineer will collect the ballots and advise the acting chair who was elected with more than 50% of the vote. A majority vote shall be required for election. If there are more than two nominees, and upon the first vote, no nominee receives the majority required for election, the name of the person with the least number of votes shall be removed from further consideration for the office, and new ballots will be distributed. In the case of a vote where no nominee receives the majority required for election, and where two or more nominees are tied with the least number of votes, a special vote shall be taken to decide which one of such tied nominees' names shall be dropped from the list of the names to be voted on in the next vote. Should there be a tie vote between two remaining candidates, new ballot shall be distributed and a second vote held. Should there be a tie after the second ballot, a third vote shall be held. And should there be a tie after the third vote, the election of the office shall be decided by lot drawn by the acting chair. If the members understand the procedures and if there are no questions, then we will proceed with the elections of the chair. I would now call for nominations for the position of chair for the Kettle Creek Conservation Authority for 2026.
I nominate Todd. And I would second that. Okay.
I will call for a second time nominations for the position of chair. And for a third and final time, I call for nominations for the position of chair. I would request a motion then to close the nominations for chair. I will need a mover and a seconder, Jim and Fran. Thank you.
So on the motion to close the nominations for chair, Noble,
Yes.
Baldwin Sands.
Yes.
Burrs,
Yes.
Herbert,
Just a question. Does he have to accept the nomination?
we're just closing.
We're just closing nominations. Sorry, how did I say that? Way in front of us. Pardon? You're way in front of us. That's okay. Yes, want to make sure.
McMillan,
Yes.
Cribble,
Yes.
Strybosh,
Yes.
Trousseau,
Yes.
Wilson,
Yes.
and that motion carries.
And now I will ask the nominee, are you willing to allow your name to stand as chair of the Conservation Authority?
Yes.
In that case, then it's my pleasure then to announce that Todd, you have been acclaimed to the position of chair for the 2026 year. Do you wish to say anything to the board?
I appreciate the support, and we'll see what this year brings.
Hell of a campaign you ran.
Great speech.
In the same manner, then, I will open the floor for nominations for the position of vice chair. Grant?
I nominate chair.
I will call a second time for nomination for the position of vice chair. And for a third and final time, nominations for the position of vice chair. If no more, then I would request a motion to close nominations for the position of vice chair. Mover Jim, seconded Lori.
On the vote to close nominations for vice chair, Todd Noble,
Yes.
Baldwin Sands.
Yes.
Frank Burrs.
Yes.
Jim Herbert.
Yes.
Grant Jones.
Yes.
Sharon McMillan.
Yes.
Jerry Pribble.
Yes.
BJ Strybosh.
Yes.
Sam Trousseau.
Yes.
John Wilson.
Yes.
And that motion carries.
Okay, Sharon, are you willing to allow your name to
Yeah.
stand for that position?
Yes, I will.
And you have the floor if you wish to say something.
I don't think I really have anything to say something. It's gonna be an interesting year with conservation authorities.
And in that case, you are formally appointed to your position. Chair by acclamation.
Thank you.
That being the two positions that we were here to elect, my role is completed, and I just would like to thank the board again and to wish you all the best in 2026.
When.
Todd, I will turn the chair back over to you.
Thank you, Dan.
Pizza straight.
Yeah.
That's a great.
So I'm gonna go on the administrative.
Thank you for coming.
No, we're gonna go.
Safe drive.
Go through them.
Okay,
We're gonna do the executive committee, just make sure that they,
okay.
and then we can do one motion. But I would just address each one separately right now, just to confirm.
So the executive committee, the folks named up there are all good with that, those positions? Okay. And that gets us right through all of those, right?
Yeah, so we have the administrative committees that we want to do this morning. What you see on the screen in front of you is those committees compositions from 2025. I'm suggesting that they would be repeated for 2026 unless there's any objections from the members of their standing. So the executive committee would be Todd, Sharon, Grant, Frank, and John. Conservation Ontario reps would be myself and Todd, and Sharon would serve as a second alternative. Todd and I would continue to serve on the Lake Erie Resource Protection Committee. And Lori, if she's willing to continue on the Western Fair Association. And if that's all acceptable, then we can have one motion accepting all of those together.
So moved.
Go ahead, Sam.
He moved
Yeah.
it.
So moved.
Okay. Jim, seconds?
So just to be clear, we're adopting all of those committee compositions in one motion.
Right.
Todd Noble,
Yes.
Lori Baldwin Sands.
Yes.
Burrs.
Yes.
Jim Herbert.
Yes.
Grant Jones.
Yes.
Sharon McMillan.
Yes.
Jerry Pribble.
Yes.
JJ Strybosh.
Yes.
Sam Trudeau.
Yes.
And John Wilson, and that motion passes.
And signing officers,
Yeah, now we're on signing officers.
okay. So signing officers, recommendation is that the signing officers for Carroll Creek be one of the chair, vice chair, and the general manager, Elizabeth. Everybody okay with that?
Or
Our manager.
who's the manager of communications? Sorry.
So if we can have a mover and seconder for that.
Sharon? Grant?
On the
That
motion,
question got answered for you, Frank, right?
Pardon me?
That question got answered?
Yeah.
Okay.
Baldwin Sands.
Yes.
Burrs.
Yes.
Herbert.
Yes.
Jones.
Yes.
McMillan.
Yes.
Pribble. Pribble.
He's fiddling with his money.
Yes.
Yes. Strybosh.
Yes.
Trudeau.
Yes.
Wilson.
Yes.
And Noble, and that motion passes.
And then the borrowing maximum, that's always been,
It's just a standard motion,
Okay.
year motion for 200,000. We've never used it, but it's there if we
any
need it.
questions about that or? No? Mover and seconder for the borrowing maximum? John? Frank?
Baldwin Sands.
Yes.
Burrs.
Yes.
Herbert.
Yes.
Jones.
Yes.
McMillan.
Yes.
Pribble.
Yes.
Drybosh.
Yes.
Trudeau.
Yes.
Wilson.
Yes.
And Noble.
Yes.
And that motion passes.
Okay, next we have the appointment of auditors. The firm of Graham Scott Ends be appointed, same with last year, Sharon. And Grant,
Baldwin Sands,
No.
sorry. Baldwin Sands, Burrs,
Yes.
Herbert,
Yes.
Jones.
Yes.
McMillan.
Yes.
Pribble.
Yes.
Drybosh.
Yes.
Trudeau.
Yes.
Wilson.
Yes.
And Noble.
yes,
And that motion passes.
okay. Appointment of solicitor, Grant Inglis,
Moved.
Jim, John, any questions?
Baldwin Sands.
Yes.
Burrs,
Yes.
Herbert,
Yes.
Jones.
Yes.
McMillan.
Yes.
Pribble.
Yes.
Drybosh.
Yes.
Trudeau.
Yes.
Wilson.
Yes.
Noble.
Yes,
Passes.
and everybody got a chance to look at the meeting dates for this year?
They were previously approved. They're just in this first Meeting agenda as noticed, FYI.
Okay.
Pretty smooth start,
All
Don.
right.
Absolutely, no contentious.
All right.
Straight through.
Meeting minutes, approval of the December 17th meeting. Lori, Frank?
Baldwin Sands.
Yes.
Burrs.
Yes.
Herbert.
Yes.
Jones.
Yes.
McMillan.
Yes.
Pribble.
Yes.
Drybosh.
Yes.
Rousseau.
Yes.
Wilson.
Yes.
Noble.
Yes.
Passes.
Okay. January media report.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Highlighting some posts. So the first was, it's hard to believe, but we're already advertising for the summer season at the parks. And that post has had good reach so far. And then the next items are just sort of the tail end of the promotion we did prior to the ERO posting deadline to get people to submit comments. And just lastly, once again, some of the media articles surrounding the CA consolidation.
Okay.
Frank?
Question through you to Elizabeth, sorry, not for you. Have you heard anything from this Conservation Authority, the new guy? Or any information, or they haven't talked about anything, right?
No, through the chair to Frank, we haven't heard anything. The Southwest GMs have reached out to the Conservation Executive Officer and asked for a meeting. That was out before Christmas, and we haven't heard anything back from him either.
Thank you.
Okay. It seems like in 3 years, the the traction that Facebook's gotten for Kettle Creek has really increased. Is that,
Yes.
yeah, that's a good thing. We need to see that.
We'll do the watershed conditions
Okay.
report first and then
All right.
receive the 2 reports.
Something exciting.
Exciting. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Okay, so Lake Erie water levels are still trending below the long-term average, and that long-term average is from 1918 to 2024. It's almost 92 centimeters lower than normal. We did get 100% of the rainfall that is expected for the month of December, which is nice. Which means that we should be able to move out of our low water condition by the end of January. Environment Canada is indicating that for the long-term forecast, January to March, we should see above normal temperatures and near or above normal precipitation over the region. We did have some flood forecasting media releases in December, the end of December and beginning of January. We had an amazing thaw, which was nice. And then all of a sudden the snow came back. So all of those flood outlooks and water safeties were due to those significant rain events combined with snow melt. That's it.
Okay. Jim?
To the chair, with the water levels being down, does it have a major effect on the erosion for Stanley and that water line where the cliffs are dropping in? Does it have a major effect, or is it just going to continue?
So, Mr. Chair, to Jim, it depends on with ice cover right now. You don't get that erosion. You don't get the wave action on the shoreline. Right now, in the last 5 days, Lake Erie went from 2% frozen to 74% frozen. That's how cold it's been. So, Lake Erie is one of the only, I believe, the only Great Lakes that actually gets 100% frozen. And the last time it happened was 1991, I believe. But when there's shore ice, then you don't get that erosion on the shoreline.
So it helps to have it.
It does help. But the low water conditions that we were experiencing meant that we weren't getting the storm surge events because the water levels in the lake were so low. So even if we were getting big wind events from the southwest, it wasn't causing any issues on the shoreline.
Thank you.
Any other questions? No? Okay. Together, yeah. Mover and seconder to receive the reports. Frank and John?
Baldwin Sands. Yes. Burrs,
Yes.
Herbert.
Yes.
Jones.
Yes.
McMillan.
Yes.
Fribble,
Yes.
Drybosh,
Yes.
Rousseau,
Yes.
Wilson.
Yes.
Noble.
Yes,
That motion passes.
okay. Correspondence, there was a lot of correspondence.
There was a lot of correspondence, lots of motions and letters related to the ERO posting about the proposed boundary changes. The ones I included in the agenda were from Conservation Ontario submission, as well as a joint letter between AMO and Conservation Ontario, which was nice to see submitted as well. And the third one was a letter from retired conservation professionals to Premier Ford as well. So I think there was over 74 retired professionals that worked together on that letter. And so I thought that was worth highlighting as well. But there is an addendum to the agenda as well that included all of the correspondence that we have received, whether it was motions passed by councils or other organizations submitting to that ERO. There was, a really good response that was came on behalf of the CAs into the province. So now it's a wait and see how that is received.
It was neat to see the some of the home builders chime in on that too, because that shows that they have a good relationship with their local conservation authorities too. And I think that whole process is kind of based on building houses, and when the home builders and the maybe developers, they chime in on having a good relationship with their local conservation authority, that should carry a lot of weight.
Should.
So, Grant?
I think that also points to the fact that it's a very select few developers that are causing this problem for the rest of us, but that's my opinion.
On the GTA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And other-
not all, not just.
Windsor or London is upset about the towns, but anyway.
It's disappointing the way that whole program's kind of going about, because it's painting the whole group with a broad brush. Are we accepting that?
Motion to
Okay, motion to accept that correspondence. Sharon? John?
Baldwin Sands.
Yes.
Burrs,
Yes.
Herbert,
Yes.
Jones.
Yes.
McMillan.
Yes.
Fribble,
Yes.
Drybosh,
Yes.
Trousseau,
Yes.
Wilson.
Yes.
Noble.
Yeah,
That motion carries.
okay. And new business municipal apportionment vote, weighted vote. Recommendation that the 2026 municipal apportionment be approved and participating municipalities be assessed for payments.
Mr. Chair, I do have a preamble to this motion, just so everyone's aware of what we are passing today. So to provide conformity with legislation and regulations governing approval of conservation authority apportionments, the proposed 2026 municipal apportionment was circulated to member municipalities and posted to KCCA's website on November 19th, 2025, in order to provide a minimum 30-day notice to apportionment approval on January 21st, 2026. There is a 4% average levy increase over 2025 levels, or an overall increase of $50,767.76. A recorded vote will be taken, with each member responding either for or against the motion. The motion carries or is lost according to the total of weighted votes assigned to each board member. This weighted vote is based upon the modified current value assessment apportioned to that portion of each municipality within the jurisdiction of the Kettle Creek watershed. The 2026 municipal apportionment vote approved by the board will be circulated to participating municipalities on January 22nd, 2026. So if not satisfied, may appeal to the Ontario Lands Tribunal within 30 days of receiving the notice. Thereafter, no appeals are allowed, and the year 2026 apportionment will be final. So I would, as the chair noted, I would like a mover and a seconder for that the 26 municipal apportionment be approved, that participating municipalities be assessed for payment of $1,319,962 which is comprised of category 1 operating expenses of $1,084,455.04. Category 3 operating expenses of $159,714.50, and a special levy of $75,792.22. And that each participating municipality share of the 2026 total municipal apportionment be calculated using modified current value assessment.
Okay, mover and seconder.
I'd like to move it.
Okay, Sam.
Sam can, I'll second it.
Okay,
He represents.
thank you, Sam.
My pleasure.
Okay, so on the motion, Sam Trousseau,
Yes.
Jerry Pribble,
Yes.
JJ Strybosh,
Yes.
Lori Baldwin Sands.
Yes.
Jim Herbert,
Yes.
Todd Noble.
Yes.
Grant Jones,
Yes.
Sharon McMillan,
Yes,
Frank Burrs,
Yes.
John Wilson.
Yes.
And that motion passes with 100% of the weighted vote present.
Next, the Health and Safety Committee report. Any Jerry? Oh, sorry, Jerry, you had a question?
Yes, I do. I know on the agenda we have, and I know there is no page beside it, but we have a statement of revenue and expenses, but there isn't one this month, correct?
That's through the chair to Jerry. That's correct, Jerry. We'll have those year-end statements at the February 7th meeting, the next meeting coming up.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay. Is there a report for the health and safety, or are we just?
Sure,
taking
yeah.
that?
Just a quick report. These are the Health and Safety Committee meets on a quarterly basis, and the minutes have been included in the agenda. It's a normal annual,
Okay,
with no concerns.
I have a mover and seconder to receive the report. Frank?
Yep.
Grant?
Baldwin Sands.
Yes.
Burrs.
Yes.
Herbert.
Yes.
Jones.
Yes.
McMillan.
yes,
Pribble.
Yes.
Drybosh.
Yes.
Trousseau.
Yes.
Wilson.
Yes.
And Noble.
Yes.
And that motion carries.
Okay, next we have occupational health and safety policy update, recommendation that changes to the occupational health and safety policy be accepted and implemented.
So the occupational health and safety policy is hundreds of pages long, 38 or more chapters. I did not include the stat in your package. That review for you. The staff have been working on updating this document throughout 2025. And I want to thank Scott Pennell, our health and safety coordinator, to taking on the bulk of that work. We've been looking closely at each chapter, updating things like titles, housekeeping, making sure that they comply with all the legislation that's out there now. Not a lot of substantial changes, but we did beef up our Chapter 20 WSIB policy by adding templates that staff can follow about return to work plans and things like that. And Chapter 26 and 34 were also updated to outline that staff will not enter any confined spaces. And just for the information of members, there are 2 confined spaces. There's a cistern at Lake Whitaker, and then there's a channel, a valve chamber on the Dalewood Dam that's considered a confined space. And we now use contractors to enter those spaces to keep staff safe. So we're recommending approval of those changes and that they be implemented immediately.
Okay. Mover and seconder? Sharon?
Yeah.
Lori?
Alderman Sands? Yes. Burrs?
Yes.
Herbert?
Yes.
Jones?
Yes.
McMillan?
yes,
Pribble?
Yes.
Drybosh?
Yes.
Trousseau?
Yes.
Wilson?
Yes.
And Noble.
Yes.
And that motion passes.
Okay, that brings us to the food truck festival.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Chair. So as you're likely aware, the Kettle Creek Environmental Trust has organized the Food Truck Festival since 2022 with large support from KCCA staff to do the organization of the event. The trust is looking to step back from the organization of the event, but Kettle Creek staff are interested in continuing it. Since it started, the festival has raised on average close to $10,000 each year. So we're looking to take over the control and coordination of that event, and with one possible addition, which is the inclusion of a licensed beer tent. So next slide. So there's just a few things we wanted to bring to the board for your consideration today about that. Currently, alcohol is not prevented or permitted at events or rentals held at Dan Patterson Conservation Area. So staff are proposing that we try it as a pilot at the food truck festival to assess the feasibility of it for future events. A special occasion permit is required at a cost of $150. And staff are also consulting with our insurance provider to see if there'd be any additional costs for coverage for us to have that at the event. Any additional costs would be covered through the event itself. And just for clarity, to run that licensed beer tent, we would be looking at a third-party Smart Serve certified vendor to operate the tent, so it wouldn't be staff doing that. It would be in a fully cordoned off area that is managed by the vendor. And once again, they would be responsible for age verification and all of the sales. So what we are proposing, pending what we hear back from our insurance provider, is that we evaluate it in 2026 at this event and bring a summary back to the board, just to see if this is something we would want to do moving forward for other events. So the next slide, I think, has the motion. So today, we are looking to assume responsibility for the planning and hosting of the event, and further that we be authorized to proceed with planning a beer tent pilot for the 2026 event, including applying for a special occasion permit from the Alcohol and Gaming Commission, and confirming insurance requirements with our insurer.
Question? Are we doing this because the public have asked for this? Is that the general theme there?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
And you look like you have a question for me.
Yeah, thank you, Chair. I just, word of caution, I think you need that third party on board right from the get-go. It's a lot of work for the duration that they're there, and I know from other things that happen in my own municipality, they don't always work out the way you think they're going to. Just a caution to make sure you have somebody on board will make sure it happens. Since sometimes not as lucrative as they think it will be.
Service club. Yeah, they would do it. They're Smart Serve training. They do that. Maybe it's a lot of work. I know. We all know that.
Sure.
So is it designed primarily as a revenue generator as well?
That's the hope. There's
Yes.
potential there, like the food trucks that come in, and hopefully the beer tent, that a portion of proceeds would be donated back.
And so is it sort of shared then, like between the person, the group operating the beer tent and the Conservation Authority?
Yeah, we haven't delved into the percentages, but it would be our intent where they provide a portion back to us. Yeah.
That's good, thanks.
So the person operating the beer tent would be maybe like a local craft brewery or
Yeah.
something like that? Okay, great.
This is another question through the chair. So with the trust stepping back away from, will they be, some of the members still be available for help? Because it's quite an undertaking. And I would expect that hopefully some board members around here would step up too. I know when I've been down there, you're busy.
Yeah.
Very, very busy.
Excuse me, through the chair, one other question. What is the date of it? Do we have a date?
The proposed date is June 6th, Saturday, June 6th this year.
Is that Father's Day weekend
No,
again?
we
No, we
moved it.
moved it, okay. Because I think that it's good and bad, the Father's Day weekend. It makes it hard to get volunteers, but I think it's, as far as attracting people, it's kind of good. Any further questions? Mover and seconder that we accept this? Jim, Frank?
Alderman Sands,
Yes.
Burrs,
Yes.
Herbert,
Yes.
Jones,
Yes.
McMillan,
Yes.
Pribble,
Yes.
Strybosh,
Yes.
Trousseau,
Yes.
Wilson,
Yes.
Noble,
Yes.
and that motion passes.
Okay. And I appreciate all the work that staff put into this too. Like this is a huge undertaking for staff every year they do this event.
What's the attendance like? Is it a popular event? A lot of people, yeah?
I think 1,500 to 1 year it was over 2,000, I think is our estimate. So pretty busy from time it starts.
All right, good, great.
The first year, the food trucks ran out of food. Like that was the inauguration of it, like the first time out, that was a good thing. Well, you know, if they had more, they could have sold more, but yeah, like it just to show how well it went over the first time, so.
Getting prepared after the.
Yeah. And I think we got more trucked after that too, so, permit timelines and compliance,
Maïs is going to take that one.
okay,
Yeah, so the 2025, section 28 planning and regulations report was included in the package, as well as the compliance annual report. So if there's any questions, I'd like to answer them. No,
Yeah.
what did you see?
that was a good report, we easily hit the targets and exceeded them. Jim?
The chair, just for my own information, what is the difference between minor and major?
So there's no actual definition of regulation or any guidance policy, so we just kind of estimate it based on the amount of effort it takes, whether it's got a complex report to review that takes more time or requires a technical expert, versus if it's just a straightforward, someone building a deck or something a little bit more smaller and regulated area.
Doesn't really answer my question, but there has to be a difference between major, would they pay more, and a minor, they pay less.
There is a fee difference as
So
well,
I
yes.
just want to know what the criteria is for someone to say, I want to do something, but you're major, but you're minor. That's.
Yeah, so we have a fee structure, which is a little bit separate, but it has different categories of fees for the type of activity, but there's more.
Something written in.
Yes, there's more options there than there are major and minor permits. Major and minor came from the province, that's what they want us to report on. Being major, taking more effort to review, so there's actually a longer timeline with the 90-day period, versus the minor permits are supposed to be a little bit more simple and take 30 days. And how we define that has been kind of left up to us. So we.
Okay, there are some criteria for it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Any other questions? All right, well, thank you for the report. Mover and seconder to receive it. Sharon, John,
Second and then.
Alderman Sands.
Yes.
Burrs,
Yes.
Herbert,
Yes.
Jones,
Yes.
McMillan,
Yes.
Pribble,
Yes.
Strybosh,
Yes.
Trousseau,
Yes.
Wilson,
Yes.
and Noble.
yes,
And that motion passes.
okay, no closed session.
No closed session today.
Okay. And upcoming meetings, next meetings,
February
February 25th.
11th.
Or,
February.
oh, 11th, yep,
Yeah.
sorry. And, okay, mover and seconder to adjourn. Lori? Frank? Thought everybody wanted to stay here.
I thought.
All in favor?
Yes.
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 Thank you, everyone.
Thanks for those joining online. Thanks, Sam, Jerry, JJ. Appreciate it.